Yo, what's up inside dudes of TSG? My name is Dean, and today we've got some techniques for you to get the most out of your audio. Before I get started though, some thanks are in order, mad props, and thank you to the man, the myth, the legend of Thunder. Thanks for allowing me to post this on your community channel, it's very much appreciated. With Infinite Warfare coming, there's going to be a lot of you who have decided to do YouTube for the first time, or maybe you're just looking to make your content better. For those of you who know nothing about me, I'm actually a film student. I attended film school for 2 years. Something very important that I learned early on is that you can have a video with poor visuals and good audio and people will watch. However, if you have a video with great visuals but terrible audio, people will immediately tune out. The tips I'm going to give you is using a free program called Audacity, which I'm sure most of you know of. I wanted to use this program though because it's free, so there's no excuse to not get good audio. But really, all of these effects will be available in any audio editing program and pretty much every editing suite. All right, so the time has come and you've recorded your audio. Hopefully you have a halfway decent microphone. Depending on what you have, you may have some background noise. So what I want you to do is at the end of your commentary, pause for 5 to 10 seconds and let your microphone pick up the audio around you. We're going to use this for a noise print. Select your area of noise and go to Effect, Noise Reduction, and click Get Noise Print. Now select your whole track and do the same effect again. This time though, use the settings I have on the screen and click OK. Your noise should now be reduced. You can play around with the settings, but be careful not to do too much because if you go too far, it's going to sound like you're talking into a toilet. It sounds really crappy. This is actually something that I am very guilty of very early on in my YouTube career, is trying to remove too much noise from my audio. If you go too far, it just sounds like crap. It's not a fix-all, end-all thing. It can just kind of reduce the noise, not entirely remove it. The next effect we're going to do is Normalize. Select your whole track again and go to Effect, Normalize. Settings again on the screen, click OK. Basically, what this does is bring the average or peak amplitude to a target level gain. Next, we're going to do Compression, whole track, Effect, Compressor. Settings again on the screen. What this will do is take your lowest points of dialogue and bring them to an appropriate level to match your highest points. We've got 2 more effects to go. Whole track again, Effect, Equalization, settings on the screen. It's hard to completely define what this is doing, but basically it's just adding some bass to your voice. The final effect that we're going to be adding is a limiter. Whole track, Effect, limiter, settings on your screen, all that jazz. All this does is make sure your audio isn't clipping, which is when your track exceeds 0 decibels. It's bad when it does this because it makes the audio sound like crap. Basically, it would just sound like I'm screaming into a microphone if your audio exceeds 0 decibels. It's basically, the way I would define it is programs have like 1 to 0 is how it reads things, and this is just reading everything as a 0. So it creates some like digital crappiness. So don't let your audio exceed 0 decibels. Before you save this, go through and listen to your whole commentary once or twice. Delete every and you have throughout the video. You may never be able to break this habit. I still say ums and all the time, but you'll be amazed what you can remove with editing. You've now got a nice and processed piece of audio. Export this thing out and put it on your timeline for your commentary. Your audio should be somewhere around -6 to -1 on your audio meters in your editor. This is perfect. Most dialogue in films are usually around -6, which is basically where we want to be, but it's okay if you bring that up a little bit higher because we're not, playing our videos in a theater. It's usually playing on some sort of mobile device or a computer, so it's okay if it's higher than -6. One last tip, if you're using background music and gameplay audio, have your gameplay audio somewhere around -30 and your background music around -25 to -28 depending on the song. You don't have to do any processing on these, so just lower it in your editor. Guys, always listen to your commentaries a couple of times before uploading. Don't let your background music drown you out, and don't let your voice sound like crap. You have control over all of this. Take advantage of that. That's it, dudes. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, feel free to come over and check out my channel. Leave any questions you have down below, and I'll do my best to help you out. At the very end of this video, I'll leave a quick clip of me editing a track in Audacity, and yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the comments below. Peace, dudes.